Hello everyone, my name is DustInLint and welcome back to some more Oxygen Not Included, where water's still looking good for the time being. Both still looking alright on both supplies for the time being. We fixed any decor issues in areas that people stay in for a majority amount of time. Again, this washroom probably not super necessary, but it's nice to have a backup washroom when this one isn't available and that one's not available. What are we doing right now? We were mining some slime, among other things. Like, is that all just clay down there? I guess that's all just clay. Which makes me feel like we can probably get away with... Oh, and that's my phone. I should probably mute that or something like that. I think we should assign one of these not to raw mineral, but to gold amalgam and iron ore. I think that's a prudent decision. And yeah, they're gonna start cleaning up a little bit of that stuff. In the meantime, they're gonna be... Oh, that's some risky business. Someone almost fell all the way down to the bottom there. And I would have been a very sad person had that been the case. Already we've had a little bit of algae drop down, which I'm not a particularly huge fan of, but we live in the bed that we sow for ourselves. Prioritize. Those are all 6s, so we'll make more 6 priority dig orders, like, along here. And yeah, we're losing some materials all the way down there, so I probably should also make a ladder, or a set of ladders that go down here, just so we can pick up detritus materials. I'm glad that they're being a little bit smarter about building things, though. Another thing I would like to do, oxygen. We are so good over there. Our mutant systems are out of this world, by the way. I love that. I was thinking I might get started with this stuff again. You might be thinking, why would you bother with that? It's so inefficient compared to the metal refinery. Yes, it's inefficient for the time being, but I would like to get started with some of these sensor switches, like the Atmos sensor, so that way we don't have these wasting algae necessarily. Algae and power, I should say. So like we could have the Atmos sensor like right there, and then it could hook up to that one right, well, maybe not right there. We could have it like right in here, because the oxygen pressure should be approximately the same down there. So we could have it so that way, oh, we also have the duplicate checkpoints now. Interesting. Very, very interesting. Right. Atmos sensor. I would like to make this and allow... Or, okay. We'll see if it works the way that I think it works. Becomes active or on standby when gas pressure enters the chosen range. So we're just awaiting construction for that. Wow, they've made a lot of progress over there. Not all the progress, but a good bit of progress. It's hooked up now. Okay, so it becomes active if it's below 1000 G. Does that seem like an appropriate level? Currently at... So it's currently at very breathable levels. Sure. I like the idea of that. And then... automation wire. It's 5 for each one. Then how do we get it to... Right. Then we do a NOT gate. I've done electronics. If we would have to have another Atmos sensor. So that way, when it's not at a certain level, then it puts it on, or it deactivates it. So, okay, but for now, it becomes active. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yes. So it becomes active when it is at certain levels. No automation wire connect. Oh, there we go. So active when it's above, or when it's below 1000. Then we would need another Atmo sensor. But can you hook up two to the same thing? That's my main query. We'll find out. The NOT gate becomes active if the system connected to its input is on although, is that what I want? Becomes active. Or, okay, wait. Enters standby if the system... This does not work the way I thought it would work. This does not work the way I thought it would work. But that's fine. That's fine. But you know what? We probably don't... Why do we have two of those down here? Whatever. I'll hook both of these bad boys up to that then. And we'll cancel this one. Cancel that build. So, yeah, this one... It'll keep these systems on standby until our oxygen gets to below 1000. And you know what? We're going to have to do this for all of these, I think. Yeah, we're going to have to do that for each one. Automation. Fire. Although we want it at different levels. So we would also want one for up here. Probably one for, like, up here for this guy. I think that's reasonable? Let's do that. So we'll need another 2 Atmos sensors. One for, like, over here. And, like, one for over here. It's going to use up a good chunk of our resources, but I think that's fine. Automation wire. Need the automation overlay, please. Thank you. Yes, and then I also need you hooked up over here. You can see the wires, which is a little not great. Hopefully I'm not dooming my base to flooding of like CO2 and other such things by doing what I'm doing right now. How is our slime supply? That's right in the way. I can't see. Like, I see we have like a green bar there, so that's not bad. A green bar is better than nothing. I do appreciate having bars. We don't have any resources that are being wasted down here as of yet. We are dipping into polluted water, which admittedly not ideal. So let's hear. Insufficient oxygen generation. Yes, but we don't need to be using our algae all the livelong day. Is he a genius? Or maybe it's Maybelline. Who knows? We'll figure this out eventually. Right now, I think this is working as intended. But, okay. It becomes active if... like, okay. Because the way I thought this should work is... so it becomes active if the system connected to its input is on standby. So... okay, now hear me out. So if we have another Atmos sensor, and we have it at like 1500, something around that range, then we hook it up to the NOT gate. And it only kicks in if it's above 1500. Or wait. Am I thinking of that right? Becomes active. Becomes active if the system connected to its input is on standby. Becomes active if the system connected to its input is on standby. So, do I even need a NOT gate then? Could I just get away with 2 Atmos sensors for each one? One that kicks in when it's below 1000, and then one that kicks in when it's... but then, okay. That's the issue though, because I don't want it to activate. So then I do want the NOT gate? And I do need 2 ammo sensors and 2 NOT gates. I don't know. I might be overcomplicating things here by a great deal. And how's our oxygen overlay looking here? So that's like some CO2 that's starting to seep into the base. This is all about that base, about that base, about that base. I don't want the CO2 to push up into here, is the thing. See, that's the thing, though. I don't want the CO2 to push into here. We'll keep a close eye on the situation, see what comes of it as the day goes on. As the days go on, I should say. We'll keep working on our slime farm here for the time being. We're getting closer to the far reaches of the map that way. Can sort of get to the outer reach that way by a slight deal. Like, that's not a neuro whatchamacallit in here, so I don't know, man. I don't know. Like, the CO2, I guess, isn't really pushing up into there right now. But we are losing oxygen. I don't know. I might be complicating things here by a little bit. We'll see, though. Again, with the we'll see meta. Probably not going to be a huge fan of this either, but we're going to allow people to take a dip into here for when we start losing resources in this polluted pool here. How are we coming along with this? Like, I would love to find another neural vacillator for people who are starting to get stressed out a little bit more now. Like, Ari, where are you, Ari? Was it Ari? Yeah, Ari. Where the heck is Ari? Vitals. Ari. Stress. Decor expectation. Decor expectation. Where, okay, where are you that your decor expectations are not being met? Oh, down here. You know, that one makes a little bit more sense. You're spending a lot of time cooking in a pretty drab area. In fact, it's like incredibly drab. So you know what? We'll get started on some artwork for you, my dude. I can't even blame you for that one. It's pretty hideous down here, other than the one masterpiece that we have. Which, really, he should be more thankful for, but that's a whole nother issue that I'm not willing to tackle at the moment. Man, so much gold amalgam, too. Which gold amalgam will be useful later on down the road. We have so many bomb lilies and pincha pepper plants as well. I love the look of that. Slime machine is still distilling. And oh, okay, so this has become active again. And now, so how long does it become active for? That's my question. Not for very long. I feel as though this is almost the right way to go about things, though. I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. It's hard to tell. Because at a certain point, it's basically just going to be active all the time. If I'm not mistaken. Oxygen overlay. Wow, that's a lot of CO2 down here now. Like, that's a good amount of CO2 down here. Why is it so gosh darn unbreathable over here? I don't know, maybe this might be incredibly bunged up. It might be what we want. It's hard to tell. Time will tell, though. Immune systems are starting to get lower now as well, which, again, I don't blame people. Grimy, sopping wet. Duplicant needs a shower. Stress, whatever. I'm more concerned about your immune system, which is here. Recently consumed slime lung. Okay, so slime lung, not great. But we can combat that. Mediocre and mediocre still. But that should have brought the decor. Yeah, it's actually mad lit in there as far as decor goes. So that's good. We're at least sustaining in that sense. Are we drastically losing coal all of a sudden? Feels so we're like dipping in the coal supplies for whatever reason. Gold amalgam is like almost full in here already. Yeah, it's like almost full in there already. We might need another storage compactor. Here, let's build like 2 of them. Just be on the safer side. Slime production is being continued. Like, the batteries are still doing fine. I don't know what's going on with that whole situation there. We'd also like a place to store the medicine, which I haven't figured out yet. If someone could please tell me where I put medicine rather than just having it sit on the floor, that would be amazing. Like, it's kind of not breathable in parts over here. Well, no, I shouldn't say it's not breathable. Just maybe not. Oh, that's a lot of CO2 though, I'm telling you though. Like a good bit of CO2. Maybe need something to also deal with that down there as well. So maybe we'll have like... What do you need for the carbon skimmer? It requires water. We have water right here. Requires CO2. Plenty of it down here. It requires power. We can make up for that. And a liquid intake and a liquid outtake. Which of our power systems can still take on wattage? This one can still take on wattage, which works. Although that's that system there, which might not be the best one. Is that also... And that's also that one. Uh, 960. 960. Oh, there's just some wire there. Like, I don't know what's the right call here. I think we do go for a carbon skimmer here. Can we just build it like... Oh, we don't want water dripping on it. So, can we build it like over here? So we can deconstruct you at like a priority 6 deconstruct. Hopefully it gets done sooner rather than later. And I think we have one more day in us before we have to call it quits for the video. Video killed the radio store. Yeah, because this is starting to get a little filled up with CO2, even more so than I thought it would at this point of time. Deconstruct that bad boy as well. Get some tiles done up. I'll build like 5 there. I don't know how many I need. Oxygen. You would also like the carbon skimmer down here. It produces 5 watts of heat, so we don't really have to worry about the overheat on that bad boy. It definitely didn't need that many tiles, but sure. In fact, we can probably just cancel that one there. Yeah, people are getting sopping wet. Understandable. Then we need to hook up the plumbing for this thing first. So we want water coming in. And then we want the dirty water going in there. This is going to be a weird one. Actually, why is this not doing things? It's just waiting for material? We should have lots of sand. Am I not correct thinking this? Yeah, we have 108 tons of sand. No questions about that, if we need it or not. I don't know. There we go. Thank you for actually doing what you're supposed to do there. I guess we... Yeah, I think we... A little bit of something like that. That should be gettable. And then I believe it's gonna look not great. Although, yeah, it's not gonna look great, but I'm gonna do a little something like this. It's a whole bunch of piping going behind there, but it's also very decorative. Oh wait, how? No. This'll work. This'll work. And then a liquid bridge pipe of the same material going from there to there. Yeah, that works. So that'll be a next episode project, I believe. For the time being, though. Wow, we have so much gold amalgam. Like, so much. Comparatively to regular old copper ore, but I think we'll still use copper ore. So we needed to go like... And do. Again, this is not going to be a great solution, but it'll be our temporary solution. Thank you so much for tuning in, everyone. If you made it to this point in the video, feel free to support it in the form of a like. It helps me out a lot. It shows that you want to continue to watch this series. And if you want to see more videos like this one, you can always subscribe to my channel to be notified whenever I upload any new content, whether it's of this or of any other kind. And until next time, as always, everyone, have a good one, and I'll see you next time in Oxygen Not Included. Bye for now, though.